Mr. Elmer's Music Club.
Alright, so my neighbor Bruce is coming over for his first guitar lesson. Just a friendly neighbor thing I'm doing. I don't do private lessons, but he told me he wants a challenge. So you're going to let me know if I'm giving it to him. I built his first lesson. I honestly don't know if this is genius or if I'm going to completely break him and make him quit guitar forever. So what I need is your feedback. Before I give Bruce this lesson tomorrow, I need your help, alright? So let me know, would this have helped you as your first lesson, if this would completely confuse you? Now, most guitar players will do something like this. Okay, I am going to show him an open chord C to G open chord to A minor open chord. Okay, now we're not going to stop there. Here's where I'm going to try and melt him. Big chords, lots of shapes, lots of memorization, but I'm thinking, what if we're starting in the wrong place? So look at this chart right here. Okay, there's going to be 3 of these. Now this is the C chart, okay, and then we're going to do the G chart, the A minor chart. Now, if you've noticed, the blue notes, I added the triad. And I did it on the first chord. I added it on the G, B, high E string set. So he's going to have to kind of hit that in a whole special way. So the goal is kind of this. He's got the open chord, C, E, and G. C, E, C you see there in green. And then the open chords with the circles around the open strings, G and high E. So I'm going to see if he can even separate visually that this is the open chord, which I think he will. And here's the triad. So the goal would be this. A triad is just 3 notes, right? To teach him that inside of every chord is something smaller. Triads are the smallest complete chord, the smallest unit of harmony. So he's gonna see, I'm playing 5 notes, but I'm gonna try and show him, well, it's just a couple of them are repeating, so C, E, G. So I'm gonna see if he can go like this. Here comes the melting part. C, 2, triad, C, 2, triad, C, 2, triad. And as I sit here and play it, it's a little bit of a devious laugh because I'm hitting that string set on an upstroke because the muting I want. So his is probably going to sound awful. And no offense, Bruce, when you finally watch this, all right? We still love you, Bruce. We're pulling for Bruce, right? Clap for Bruce, all right? Drop a like on this if you want Bruce to succeed, all right? Open chord 2, triad, just 3 notes, okay? Now the debate might be this. This might be where I lose Bruce, right? But do you think that's actually going to melt his brain? What if we just do this first chart? Or do you think it's actually going to show him how chords actually work, right? The open chord is the big picture. The triad is the blueprint, or the spine, or the glue, whatever. You guys know I hit triads hard. So open chord 2, triad. Maybe I just have him arpeggiate this, like this, C, E, G, just so he'll understand. Now, you gotta tell me, do I go there? This is the 1, 3, 5 triad on the G, B, high E string set. Do we even go there with Bruce? Or no, maybe we just show him. I need your help, guys, seriously, all right? All right. Now, let's do the next couple charts real quick, and we'll go back to that first chart. So on the next one, he's gonna have the G open chord. Same thing, he's got the green notes, he's got the open strings, and then he's got the triad here, G, B, D. So I'm going to try and have him go G to this triad, G to this triad, G to this triad. Now, I fully realize his brain will probably start to melt at this point, but this is why I need your help. Look, big open chord, just smaller version, beautiful stripped down version. All right, so as we build that out, we're going to go to the next chord, the A minor. Let's just go to that chart real quick. A minor. Now, this one, I tried to stay on the same string set as the G, B, D on the D, G, B string set. But I'm going to have him play the A minor triad right here. You see on the chart, A, C, E. So you got to do 7th fret on the D string. There's your root A. And he's got a bar on the G and B string on the 5th fret. C, E, A, C, E. I don't know. Has he melted? Does he want to quit guitar at this point? Drop it in the comments. So I'm going to have him go bar chord 2, this triad, bar chord 2, this triad, bar chord 2, this triad. All right, hopefully Bruce is still breathing at this point. Is this too much? Honestly, would this help you or would it be broken? Would you be like, I'm out of here? Because I think he can do it. I think he can do it. I know he's watched quite a few videos on here, so he's probably heard me talk about triads. I don't know his level of understanding, right? But again, let's just get rid of the chart. Let's move through the progression. Now this would be Bruce reaching the mountain top. Maybe he can pull this off. It'd be fun. He said to break them, so I'm gonna try. So watch the whole progression. Let's just flow through it. C to the triad, the triad, A minor to the triad, again, A minor to the triad. I am gonna give him some kind of sense of structure like a songwriter, so 1 bar of C1 of G, 2 bars of A minor. So now it's not just chords, it starts turning into music. Hopefully, he'll just hone in on those blue triads and he'll go like C, E, G, G, B, D, A, C, E. And he'll start learning, oh, okay. And then, should I be telling where those come from, how they're pulled from the McNabe? No, we won't do that. We won't talk about where they're pulled from or how they're built. But again, scales give you notes, right? And triads give you music. So trying to help him see that connection between the open chords and the triads. And this gives you killer rhythmic flow. It's just baked into the lesson. Without rhythm, you have nothing. Rhythm is king, right? So again, C to C triad, right? Look, that C to C triad, G to G triad, A minor to A minor triad. All right, so what's really interesting is, now I probably won't go here, let me know if I should. I'd like to just see the expression on his face. The shape, this last A minor pentatonic, well, Freudian slip there, but this A minor triad right here, it's laying beautifully in that first position, A minor pentatonic. So, right? What if we do this to Bruce? What if we go through the progression and on the second bar of the A minor, I do a little lick in the pentatonic, just to tease him a bit. Watch this. C to triad, G to triad, A minor to triad, lick. See that? C to triad, G to triad, A minor to triad, lick. All right, so maybe there he's already melted. I don't even know if he's still breathing at this point. No, he'll be breathing. All right. So, is what Bruce is getting for his first lesson, is this a great first lesson? Or am I about to completely break my neighbor and make him run away from guitar? Never, no triads. Stop talking about triads. All right, I am gonna give him the ebook, which is linked below. Just try it. Even this is a great warm up for the most advanced players. You know, you got that beautiful open chord to, right? Open chord to triad. Open chord to triad, bar chord to triad, open chord to triad. All right, you guys see that there? My brain's all over. I'm melting my own brain trying to think about what I'm gonna do to poor Bruce here. All right, you guys are amazing. Keep up the great work. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. Drop jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. If you wanna drop a word of encouragement for Bruce before I break him tomorrow, drop it in there. I'll make sure he reads it. All right. See you guys. Keep going. Only you can stop you. Don't stop. Peace.